The BJ's is okay, but the Costco is good.
Look who pops in when you say BJ's.
I was about to say, that's something, isn't it?
And now, CheezWits.
I'm out in the street.
It's very loud.
I'm walking by a bus.
Oh, that explains it.
Walking by the bus. I was thinking about you today, Jess.
You were?
Yeah, I was thinking about you as I was driving into work. And I was thinking that from my house to work is about 15 miles.
15?
And I was thinking, yeah, about 15 miles. And I was thinking to myself that I went from my house to work, stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, and it took me about 22 minutes. And I was thinking, if Jess had to go from like 3 miles, that's probably 22 minutes.
Yeah, around here.
Just in larger, just in cities. Like if you're driving in Nashville, how far can you get in 22 minutes at like 3 in the afternoon?
It depends on the time of the day. What time in the afternoon did you say?
Well, it's like 3 in the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon to go 20 minutes might get me 3 miles. When I worked downtown, I worked on Music Row, it was 12 miles from door to door.
Yeah.
And I could get to work the 12 miles because I got to work at 10. I could get there in about 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
But coming home, the 12 miles would take me anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half.
Oh, fuck that.
Exactly.
Oh, no way.
Exactly.
Oh. Yeah, no. But so that being said, you and I have both driven in Boston. I've driven in Boston quite a bit, and you've driven through Boston.
Once.
I've driven through New York City. In Boston, to go 3 miles takes you an hour.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous. I mean, that is somewhat of an exaggeration, but there are certain times of day when forget about it.
Like, traffic here is so stupid that because part of the reason that it's such a problem is because, and I know I've mentioned this before, whoever designed this city at some point thought it would be a good idea to take 3 major highways and make them converge in one highway in the middle of town. And so everybody going into downtown is on the same highway at the same time. And everybody trying to leave is on the same highway at the same time.
One of our interns is headed back to his home for the break till fall, and he lives in Arlington, and the trip is
Virginia or Texas?
Virginia.
Okay.
And so we were talking about it today. I said, and I've made that drive, and that's about a 10-hour drive. So somewhere between 9.5 and 10 hours, depending on if you do it overnight. It's like 9 hours.
And 7 of those hours are on I-95 in Virginia.
You got it. So I said, well, that's about about 9 hours, 45 minutes. He looked up and said, yeah, it's 9 hours and 40 minutes. And I said, it was about an hour and a half of that time is going to be spent in the 3 miles going around the loop at D.C. trying to get back into Arlington.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you froze.
So then that brought me to this. Am I frozen?
Now you're back.
Am I frozen?
Now you're back.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm stopped right next to this wall of whatever it is that blocks everything. But part of what I was getting to is when Trump or anybody describes our country as a third world country, a lot of what they say is absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
The infrastructure of our country is shit compared to other countries. It's just shit. Our roadways we have essentially no railways.
No, and every time they want to try to improve on it anywhere. The cost is prohibitive.
Is ridiculous.
And the turmoil that it would put the city into in order to build it is prohibitive.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So we can't get.
Oh, you froze again.
So I'll be unfrozen in a minute.
All right. Yeah, they were going to do. They had a vote. We had a vote here a few years ago to do a rail system in Nashville, and it got voted down because there was no accommodation for parking in places where you would need it to get to the rail system. And it especially wouldn't be helpful to the people who live like where I live, which is where most of the blue collar people live, which would still be, 5, 6, 7 miles to get to a station to get on this rail system. And then there would be no place to getting there would be prohibitive. So it got voted down because it wouldn't work for the majority of the people who would need to use it.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, here we have the places for people to park and shit. We just don't have the shit built.
Yeah.
Like we have parking rides and things close to areas where you could install train stations or train get-ons and things like that. And we just don't have the systems. But all of this shit, our electrical grid is fucking is like 3 wires away from being non-existent.
Why did I just hear a zipper, Christopher?
I am working on East Coast time.
I don't know what that means.
And you see, I'm in Central
Are you in New Orleans?
I am in New Orleans. Look at that beautiful hotel room chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to go downstairs to the show. I totally messed up my timing, so I've only got a couple minutes with you. No. I totally blew it.
Okay.
I love the striped wallpaper.
It's very New Orleans looking.
Oh, it is.
It is.
It's very much so. I actually stayed at Caesar's Casino last night and then walked over here this morning and rained the whole way over here, like 5 blocks of walking. And I show up at this beautiful hotel, Monte Leon, looking like I ought to be.
Like you lost everything at the casino. How was your casino time?
Didn't win a plugged fucking nickel. Highest place I've ever been in my life.
Did you?
Highest place I've ever been.
Did you play slots? Is that what you do? You like slots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like slots too.
I'm an old lady. I play slots.
Oh, I'm a fan of the slots too. There's nothing wrong with playing some slots. I don't think. I think slots are just fine. I like the slots. What are you doing? You're selling product?
Yes, and I may lose you in the elevator going down. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're selling stuffs.
Well, they sell a lot.
Services.
It seems like there's a lot more of this shit that you do west, south and west than there is east and northeast. Is that
I'm not going to disagree with you. Absolutely.
Are these all like radio trade conventions?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know there were that many.
There's skate ones everywhere.
That's right. You've said that before.
Yeah. And so is this because, Chris, I just don't know enough about the product you have, but is this because there is a lot more automation happening or there's a lot more consolidation happening?
It's just these states like to do their own shows, because they generate more money when they do their own shows like this. So, yeah, I mean, that's all it is. Happens to be a lot of shows.
So it's the equivalent of somebody like here. It would be the MAB, the Maine Association of Broadcasters.
If only they had something up there. I'd love to come up.
We have the Maine Association of Broadcasters. Call them up. You know what the problem is, though? Seriously, the problem here is I think there's only 3 owners in Maine, right? I don't know that we have enough owners to make it worth anybody's while to come up here and try to sell anything.
Well, I mean, now that
Because
Stephen King's out of business.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But really, I think there are only 2 or 3 major owners now that own probably 80% of the broadcast stations up here, with the exception of some of the
There's a
small
lot of
like
independents left.
Norway and they own AM, FM, and a couple of sticks that yeah. But
They still make things.
Mhm.
look at this fucking guy running the light. Good for him. What an asshole.
There you go.
I had
all
somebody
right, well,
driving behind me.
I must go.
All right.
Oh, good luck.
So I'll check in with you a little bit later.
All right.
I hope you sell a system.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What did you have, Chris? I mean, Jess?
I had somebody driving behind me the other day, and it was one of those, he was driving sketchy enough that I you go, is that guy following me? And then you decide if they're still following you at a certain point, you're going to start driving in crazy directions to see, like, it was one of those, because he was driving too close behind me for no reason, and it was a little bit weird. And I got to a 4-way stop, and I turned, and then he was a couple of cars behind me, and I was like, okay, cool. Phew, he's not following me. And I get to a light, and it turns yellow right before I get to it. So I fly through it. Guy behind me flies through it after the red. Guy behind him that I thought was sketchy follows him through it too.
Oh.
I was like, oh. And so first I was like, okay, I barely made that, so I'm already an asshole, but you're a bigger asshole. The one behind me is a bigger asshole.
Super asshole.
And the one behind him is a super asshole for flying
he's
through.
Wearing.
It was the guy behind me could be like, well, it was pink. The guy behind him, no, fuck you, that was a red light.
He's wearing a cape and a mask, got a big A on his chest. Asshole. That's him. He's super asshole.
Exactly.
He's right there with you. Hey, how is damn it, who had the baby? Not your girlfriend. Our friend who broadcasts with us now and again.
Oh, Brad,
yeah. How's Brad and how's the baby and stuff?
I haven't talked to him in a while. I texted him. It's probably been a couple of months at this point. And he didn't respond, and so I assumed he was busy, because it happens.
Oh, he's daddying up.
He's daddying up. He's got, busy stuff with work and travel and all of that. So I actually haven't talked to him in a while.
Does Brad still work in? What does Brad do? Is he broadcasting or no?
No, not anymore. He is an artist manager now.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's on the road a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the kinds of interns we have at our place. So the one kid who's going to Arlington, I may have said this last week or not, but his dad was in Beijing, was in China with visa with the whole presidential tour that happened.
Oh, really?
In China, yeah. His dad is some sort of high up in the chain of visa in securing international business for Visa and making international bonds and relationships. But these are the kinds of, I'm telling you, we had recently a young girl who was working with us who had a special program where she got credit to get to stay in town if she did an internship, and she did an internship with us, or a volunteer with us, and she, for the most part, put together our entire volunteer database and programmed our new software.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point I realized, she says, "Oh, it's my birthday today. I'm 19." I'm just thinking, so when you start thinking that kids are just idiots and assholes, and there are some fucking promising young people coming.
You know what?
Promising young people.
I have an
who
intern.
Are engaged.
Yeah. I have an intern starting on Monday who is like that. I'm really excited to have her come on board to work with me. I feel like I'm going to learn as much from her as she's going to learn from me.
Yeah, well, part of this is, Jess, and I think you're getting the advantage of this, but one of the things I really loved about working in broadcasting was being surrounded by younger people.
Mm.
And because just young people who were ambitious and brought something, of course, there were older people and young people who are idiots, but it gave you such promise. And so now in the job where I'm meeting so many, college students who are freshmen, juniors, sophomore, and of course graduate, it's just such a great feeling, or it's so encouraging to see there's fucking a ton of promise out there.
Yeah.
A ton
Mm-hmm.
of promise. And not a bunch of, I only use my cell phone and I look at TikTok all day, and these kids have no time for that shit.
Yeah.
They do not. That's not what they do.
Something that's been interesting for me has been to look at just even the applications for the internship, because
right.
There was one who has applied for, I posted a fall internship as well. This one's just going to be for the summer. One who applied for the fall that immediately after she applied followed Girl Crush on Instagram, subscribed to the newsletter. Like, I see her name, she pops up liking stuff that we post. And that's not a requirement.
She's doing her homework.
Yeah, that's not a requirement, but it just shows me that she has looked into what is going on.
Fuck yeah.
A couple of the people in their cover letters have said things like, not just, I really love that you are elevating the voices of women in country music, because that is a quote directly from the listing. Girl Crush Country is
right.
Elevating. So use that, but then they go through and say, like, there was one that I got in her cover letter. She said, what I really love is that while you're elevating the voices of women in country music, you are elevating the voices of unknown artists as well as the stars, because anybody can interview the stars. And I was like, that's somebody who did her research.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's not about, like, I mean, there was kind of a little bit of look at, she noticed what I'm doing. But mostly it was, she's paying attention to those details.
Yes.
And that's the important thing.
Yes. It is so, just when you think, or oftentimes you think, because my exposure, a lot of the time to young people before this job was, as cashiers or as young drivers who drive like morons while they're texting, and my exposure was very, distant.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get these close-up exposure and you create some bonds and relationships with young people who are, they're 40 years younger than I am, 45 years younger than I am, 43 years, you realize there is fucking so much talent and potential and goodness and rightness about what's happening and what young people are able to do and able to accomplish. My outlook has changed quite a bit about the possibilities
mm-hmm.
and future. And I think you'll find the same thing now that you'll have I think you're going to get a closer contact with young people and to get to see them in a different light, in a different element.
Well, I don't think I had the same opinion going in as you either, because I am regularly in contact with people in their 20s, because that's who this crop of artists is, and they are driven and they are,
ambitious.
They're ambitious and they have to work hard to get to even the point where I know who they are. So I already think I didn't have as negative opinion as maybe you did.
Yeah, I definitely had a negative, or at least, I don't want to say negative, but definitely not a looking at the future like, man, the future has promise. Mm-hmm. I was skeptical of the ability.
Well, that's just because mediocrity is loud.
Huh?
And I said, that's just because mediocrity is loud.
Yeah.
Mediocrity is out there shouting, hey, I'm here. I'm doing this. And then you're like, well, shit, is that the only thing out here? What else we got?
These are they're just people. They're young people who are, they're not looking for clicks and views and this and that. And I'm gonna fucking throw a bucket of ice over my head and dance some way so you'll notice me. They're actually doing old school notice me, working hard, having an expansive repertoire of abilities and skill sets. Just a toolbox that's just varied, but also super open to learning from people who are older and think differently.
Yeah.
And so that's where I am right now. I'm really, and I've always been, even though I'm skeptical of, I've always been open to learning from people who are younger than I am, or who are, whatever, don't think the same way I do, because there's something to be like. It's just so encouraging, Jess. It's so fucking encouraging.
I feel like I'm going to get so much out of having this intern, specifically for the digital, the clicks,
right?
Because I don't look at social media the same way as a 20-something does.
Fucking hell.
And I'm struggling with it. Like, I am struggling with building it and growing the audience and connecting with people in that way. So I'm really looking forward. Like, I feel like that's a place where I'm going to learn so much.
You can't but, right? As long as you're open, you're going to learn. And I know this is something you've mentioned a couple of other times too, because I have said I know fucking nothing about this shit. And I think I said at some point,
you don't want to know,
recently. Right. And even before I said, I thought for a while that maybe I should go back to school and take a course. And then it's like, fuck, I really don't want to know. Like, there's something about it that, and I realized that maybe if I was in a different business, it would be good for me to know.
Yeah.
But you're in the business where it would be good for you to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And I think that it's just, listen, you're a woman in her 50s, and you are this open to this shit. This is
but also, Wally,
this is new.
Keep in mind that
thinking.
I am at exactly the age where every time I have come along with every new technology. You're a little bit older, so I mean, you were obviously around for the technology, but I was at exactly the age that it was embracing this new technology as it came along.
Yeah.
And
you didn't have to catch up. Now you're catching up.
Yeah, including computers. Like, I was learning computers in school. I had a computer at home. I was one of the first people I knew that had a computer at home. And I think I'm at exactly that age where new technology is not scary to me, because I've grown with it as it came out all along.
Right. You've spent most of your life in this technology boom of the last 40 years or so going, oh, this is neat. Oh, this is cool. Oh, look what this can do. And it comes sort of easily because it's just part of growing up. Me, I'm going like, this will never take place. No one's ever going to do this. This is bullshit. This will never.
I will say I did try to fight against the cell phone.
I'm still against the cell phone.
I did go for a really long time saying, I don't need anybody to get a hold of me that easily. They can call the house, and if I'm not there, they can leave a message, and I'll talk to them later. And now that shit is always right here. Like,
So ditto for me. So what I still have resisted, though, is I use my cell phone as a phone, and I will use it also as a research tool, but I do not use it to entertain myself. I do not have any games downloaded on my phone. I have one picture on my phone.
Oh, I just had to clean the pictures of dogs out of my phone. My phone was like, hey, we're done.
Yeah, no. I have a camera, and I have I have a 35 millimeter camera, and I have 6 different lenses.
Now, wait a minute. You post
I have
pictures
that,
of your dinner all the time.
even
Are
though
you
it is
telling me
a
that
digital camera.
are you telling me you're using a 35
Oh
millimeter
yeah,
camera?
no, I do that. No. I do use my phone for that when I'm taking a post of the dinner, but it's immediately gone. I take the picture, only put it on the Facebook, and I don't save it. I don't keep it. I don't. It's just to put on. I like to share with my daughter.
Speaking of pictures,
mostly. I like to. She made a cheesecake the other day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There is a delay between your sound and your video,
pictures,
and it's killing me.
Oh, the delay. I'm just getting into my neck of the woods right now, so it'll delay for a minute till I get out of the car.
I'm pretty sure you did
tell me
not
about the pictures.
See the pictures that I posted yesterday. I had an artist here yesterday.
Oh, I did. I saw the resting bitch face.
Yeah,
pictures.
those are the ones. Yeah. I had an artist here yesterday, and she was so fun, and I had such a great time. And then as I was getting there's one camera view of me, then there's a camera view of her, and I was just trying to put everything together in the folders where they need to be. And the frame of the video of me was frozen on one of my resting bitch face pictures, like poses, and I was like, I hope I didn't look like that through the whole thing. And so I just started slowly scanning through it, like just dragging the progress bar across. Yeah. And I was laughing my ass off at how many times my face went, bitch. And so I just started taking screenshots of it. And I decided to post it. And then last night, because I thought it was hilarious, I then made a TikTok video out of those resting bitch face pictures and put Vogue behind it as the music, and it's like flipping them around and like, oh my God, I was laughing so hard.
See, that's fun.
And my friend who listens commented on my private page, and she said, it looks like you were talking to Wally.
Now, why is that happening? What in the world?
And I said, I bet Wally is familiar with these facial expressions.
Oh, Wally is familiar with it. Is that the same friend whose son I sent a card to?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Different one. All right.
Believe it or not, I have more than one friend.
Oh, I assume so. But I didn't know that more than one of your friends was characterizing me as adult.
Well, they do listen.
Oh my God!
Oh, I have to tell you about this because I forgot to tell. I think this had happened before last week, but I forgot to tell you about it. So I was at the hospital one of my doctors is in the medical offices that are at the hospital,
right?
And I was either there for when I went to see her, or it was when I went for the ultrasound because that was at the hospital too. But there's a valet at the hospital.
What?
Wally, there's valets for everything in Nashville because there's parking it's terrible here. So I came out behind another lady. She handed her tag to the valet. Then I handed my tag. She went over and sat at the bench, like a couple feet away. And I was standing off to the side. We're both waiting for the valet to come with our cars. This little old lady, a van pulls up and a little old lady gets out. And I mean like an old lady, like she's probably easily 80s, 90s, right?
Right.
So she's shuffling across the 3 lanes of the area where the valet is in the drop-off area. And she gets over where she's close to me. And the woman on the bench goes, "Do you like your van?" And the old lady doesn't realize she's talking to her because why would she be? And so she's shuffling toward the door, and the woman goes, "Ma'am, ma'am." And the old lady looks over and goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Do you like your van?" And the lady, she's like 100 years old. She can't hear. She's like, "What?" And the lady goes, "Your van, your van." And the old lady goes, "What about it?" And the woman on the bench goes, "I was asking you if you like it because I have the same one. Dang, excuse me for being nice. You don't want to get nasty about it." If they had not pulled up with my car right then, I would have given her words. The old lady didn't care.
Really?
The old lady didn't care. She was probably like, I don't have that many years left. I don't have time for this. So she just waved at her and continued back inside. But I would have, if they had not pulled up my car at that exact moment, I would have said something to her.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day when I am so hesitant now to have words with anybody. There's been several teen shootings here as of late, not in my community, but in the community where I work.
Oh yeah, they're all here too.
There have been so many. I'm kind of afraid to say anything to anybody who I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was, I think last week, four teenagers under the age of 15 arrested in 3 different incidents of having a gun or shooting somebody. One of the persons who was arrested was hospitalized for having a gunshot wound, and later was arrested because he also had a gun and was shooting at other people. That's why he got shot. It wasn't known at the time that he was the perpetrator of an initial gun shooting.
Yeah. The gun violence is terrible here too, and I am definitely. I mean that's definitely probably going to be how I die.
For having words.
I'm gonna shoot my mouth off at the wrong one. Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm hyper aware of that.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up, Wally. Back in the day, I would have had no problem.
I wish I had the ability, Wally. I really do.
Yeah, it'll come to you in a couple of years. Hopefully, it's not a couple of years too late.
I don't know if it'll come to me. It's been a thing that since I have been alive. So.
Yeah, I am very, very cautious.
I would tell you to ask my mother, but she's dead. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how's that going?
It's pretty good if you ask me.
just curious.
It's going pretty
how's
great.
How's that going?
Yeah.
I think some people are happier than others about that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. I think my siblings had a memorial for her at a family reunion over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
And did they have that back east?
No, there's a family reunion in like the Oklahoma, Texas area every year. I think it was this weekend.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, you should come. And I was like, I don't don't know those people. I don't want to go to a family reunion on any year, but certainly not to sit there and have people tell me what a blessing my mother was. Pass.
I do not see you under the best of circumstances. Should it be 2 blocks away, going to a family reunion of that kind, or maybe any kind.
You know what? If it was 2 blocks away, I might swing by for a minute.
That's the only way. I think it would be a swing by, but only if there was a valet who was bringing your car to you within 2 minutes.
Right.
Listen, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you $10. Drive around the block, come back, call my phone. I'll jump in and be gone. I'll just say there's an emergency.
There's an emergency.
Something happened. There's an interview I have to do.
Something's wrong with Charlotte. I saw a video today where a woman tells this whole story about running into a Karen at Walmart and how she parked in the handicap spot, and she's like, my mother, my armless and legless mother. So I had she said I had the tag. She goes, and I get out of the car and I'm pushing my mother in, and this woman comes running up behind me going, excuse me, you parked in the handicap spot. She's like, my mother was so upset, and I told her, it's okay, Mom, don't worry about it. And then she shows her mother, and it's an urn with eyes on it.
Oh, no, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I've gotten on Dead Mom TikTok, and I'm not gonna lie, it makes me laugh.
There is So even when people violate that kind of shit, just if you're funny about it, man, it's hard to be mad at you. It just is. It's hard to be. I have noticed on Facebook lately that there are a lot of like reels that people put together, but they're not really real. They're sponsored by just organizations that make reels of. They're using actors and like, what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It's not even real shit. Like there's a lot of them that's like angry people or people on a subway and somebody's not giving an old lady a seat, so some brave guy comes along and hits him with something and knocks him out of the way, and the old lady gets to sit down, and it's ho ho ho, I'm a hero of the day, but it's all fake.
I tell you what, some of those AI videos are getting harder and harder to distinguish. And you have to look really close to figure out if they are.
There is no doubt a guy like me could not figure it out.
Yeah.
There is. I just don't believe anything or listen to anything. I had one of those calls Sunday about a foreign sounding voice. Yes, I'm calling about your TV. The visual video box. Cable to watch the TV. I'm calling about. And I just started laughing. Like I almost wanted to talk to this guy because he was so terrible.
Yeah.
He was fucking terrible. It was not even, now it's even these guys, they're not even organized. Now it's like three guys, living, somewhere probably here, just saying, hey, we can do this. Mm-hmm. We could just call people and get them to give us their information.
Yep.
And they don't even know the language to use.
Yeah. I got a text this morning from the hospital saying my doctor had ordered something and I needed to call and schedule an appointment. But I've already got the lab work scheduled. I've already got the surgery scheduled. I was like, what the fuck do I need to schedule now? Like it didn't say what it was. So I called. And, of course, AI answers. This is your AI virtual assistant. Tell me, how can I help you? And I was like, let me speak to a human assistant. And it like does. Okay. Can you tell us what it's about? No. Please hold. So then it transfers me to a human.
Nice.
And I almost laughed out loud. Like, I don't know, it was first thing in the morning, so maybe this woman hadn't had her coffee yet. Because she said, thank you for calling TriStar Summit Hospital, the scheduling department. How can I help you? This is Yvonne of the scheduling department. How can I, Yvonne? I was like,
oh, poor
Yvonne.
Well, I'm going to guess that Yvonne maybe only gets like 4 calls a day now, right?
Yeah, like how many people actually get through to her?
Yeah, fucking none. Just none. That being said, I ordered some shit off TeMeat. Mm-hmm. Do you ever order anything off TeMeat?
I have.
So I ordered some shit off TeMeat, and if
was it
our
meat?
If our listener has never used TeMeat, so the descriptions of what you're buying, you really got to pay attention.
And then read the reviews.
And yeah, you gotta. So I was ordering for work just a test order of to-go boxes because we do a lot of feeding of the general public in housing establishments. So it said 300 to-go boxes with the covers, those black ones that hold like, I don't know, 40 ounces of whatever. And it was like $17. I said, fuck that. I'm ordering 1,200 of these bastards. Mm-hmm. So I did. And I ended up getting 200 of them. Because in a smaller print, it said 50 covers and 50 bottoms. I was like, oh, this blows. But I went onto my TeMeat account, I wrote a little thing to the whatever the help people. it said, do you want to talk to the AI or this? I said, no, I'll wait for the real person to come on. So the real person comes on. I had fucking my money back in about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking took care of me instantly.
I got something. I don't remember what it was, but it was not what I thought it was going to be, or it wasn't the quality that I thought it was going to be or something. Which, I mean, obviously I'm not expecting great quality.
No, of course not.
From stuff. But I mean, I have a little neon sign. It's not really neon, but a neon looking sign that I got from Temu for like $30, and I love it, and I get compliments on it from everybody that comes in the studio. But so in this one case, though, I got something and it wasn't what I wanted. And so I immediately went online to get my money back. And knowing that I was going to have to ship this thing back to China or whatever.
Yep.
They, instead of going through the whole, you have to ship it back because they didn't have it in a local warehouse to send it to or something, they just offered me like 3/4 of my money back.
Yeah.
And I got to keep the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, why not?
Because then I don't have to try to figure out how to ship it cheap to China.
Oh,
at my own expense.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not have to ship anything back. They just gave me my money back and said, keep your shit.
Yeah, I think it depends on what it is that you order and whether.
But I've bought several things from Temu, and I have not had. I mean, I did order some socks one time that weren't that great.
Did you see that they're selling food?
Temu is?
Yeah. I didn't believe it. I saw a TikTok where somebody was making fun of it, and I was like, that can't be true. And then so I went on Temu, and they are selling food. They're selling steaks. They're selling. I posted a picture of one because it said 3 people had bought this boneless chuck. Well, let me see what it is. 2-pound boneless chuck roast on sale for $74, which first of all, you don't go to Temu to spend $74 on any one thing.
And particularly a chuck roast.
Unless it's a car. But it said 3 sold. And I was like, who? I need to call 911. So I need to know who is buying meat from Temu.
But also at $37 a pound.
Right. I actually was like, I mean, I know stuff costs more right now. So I like pulled up Kroger to see how much it was going for. It was like $10 a pound or $11 a pound, something like that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you can get a good ribeye steak is about like $23 a pound or something, 23 or 24. And that's, for my money, a ribeye is top end.
I just want to know who is buying enough food from Temu.
I'm going to check, when we're done with this.
You're going to go buy some food?
I'm going to go fucking see what they're selling on Temu.
You're going to buy some TeMeat? That's what I'm calling it now, is TeMeat.
I'm going to check and see what they got. But I do buy, I buy like canned tomatoes from Amazon. I buy
Amazon
chickpeas.
is Whole Foods.
Yeah, but I'm buying their black label stuff.
Yeah.
Like the no label, Amazon basics. But the stuff that I like to buy the 12-ounce cans of tuna from them because it's way cheaper than it is in the store, and it's just the regular shit.
Yeah. It's
just Bumblebee, and instead of $3.49 a can, it's $2.79 or something. Mm-hmm. It's just and it's free shipping. Well, fuck yeah, I want to save 50 cents for a case, each can for a case.
See, I get that stuff at Costco for the same reason.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we don't have a Costco here. I wish we did. We have the BJ's, but if we had,
there's one of those here, but I've never been to it.
Yeah, no, the Costco is better than the BJ's. Mm-hmm. The BJ's is okay, but the Costco is good.
Look who pops in when you say BJ's.
I was about to say that's something, isn't
it? That's a little bit of foreshadowing.
It's like you rang.
There's some foreskinning.
How did you know I was looking at neworleans.backpage.com? How did you know?
Well, he was just talking about BJ's.
Hey, Chris, do you buy off of Temu?
You know what? It's funny. It's like you were listening to the discussion I was having 10 minutes ago with somebody on the show floor. Because we were discussing buying something from Temu, and no. I've got it installed on my phone, but I'm waiting until these radio stations sell and that all my credit card debt is gone, and then I'm going to give it one dedicated credit card so I can't get fucked too badly.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Luke.
Well,
Lucy, come.
I was just talking about how Temu sells food.
Is it
Yeah.
miniature?
Is it
Come
what?
on, Henry.
Miniature food?
I don't know because I've not bought the food from Temu, but they are selling boneless chuck roast for 2 pounds for $75 on sale.
2 pounds for $75. That's got to include shipping, right?
Well, I would guess, but I don't know. Let me see. Does it say on this picture that the screenshot?
Is it Wagyu?
It doesn't. It's 31% off though. It doesn't say Wagyu.
El Rodent.
2 pounds for 70. Fucking no way. That is on sale
Let's
at
see.
Shaw's, $7.99 a pound.
Let's see.
Dude, I can't even fathom red meat at this point. I mean, I was over at the casino staying last night, and I told you that. And Bobby's Burger Bar, I had their chip burger, which is basically a burger, American cheese, Bobby's sauce, which could have been cum. I have no idea. And potato chip. And I went through about a half of it before I realized that it was still mooing and it wasn't medium.
So the 2
So
pounds.
Bobby's just out wanking.
2 pound boneless chuck for $75 on sale, 31% off, free shipping.
Wow.
The 4 pounds of Maine lobster claws with arms.
Yeah.
$186.79. Free shipping.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Right now, a lobster roll in Maine, which is usually, I mean, a real one can be maybe a claw and half a body, $50. And that's like a big hot dog roll with lobster in it and some butter, or lobster and a smidge of mayo, and that's it. I would not fucking pay $50 for a lobster if it was the last food on earth. I like lobster.
How about
$50.
Your ballpark classic original length hot dogs, a 24-pack?
Okay, don't say. That should be about $11.99, $9.99 to $11.99.
$14.89.
That's close.
Close enough.
Oh, let's see.
Close. But
chicken.
How do they ship it from China to here?
It's in a local warehouse. They have it in a local warehouse, it says. Pine Manor organic boneless skinless chicken thighs from Temu.
Mm-hmm.
It does not say how big a package this is. But
I've got a big package.
$38.
Yeah, that. If it doesn't tell you the poundage, how the fuck are you going to buy that?
It doesn't say. It's not even in the picture.
I am looking at the Temu after we're done, though, for sure.
There's a whole meat and seafood department if you shop by category.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Crab. Lobster graham. $340 for lobster.
How much? $340?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is buying this?
Lobster graham.
The lobster graham?
It says lobster graham, 4 12 to 14 ounce giant Canadian lobster tails.
Oh, bullshit.
For $340. 26% off.
When the lobster shows up at your house and knocks on the door and says, "Who is not feeling well? Well, I've got lobster tails for all the well."
Apparently that's a brand, but here's the name of the shop that's selling it. You ready?
Pet
Shop USA.
Okay.
Pet shop?
Pet Shop.
Pet shop.
Oh. Yeah, this can't be good.
For $300, hoping they give you a little head.
Pet.
Pet shop. like the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh shit!
Not head shop.
Oh, I think head. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, it's the head shop. the same place where what's your guy with the sauce burger called? What's his name? Billy Sauce or whatever.
The whatever the Bobby sauce. Yeah.
Bobby.
No, the head
Get
shop.
your penthouse out. We need some more sauce.
If it was the head shop, it would have been, yeah, man, this groovy lobster here. That's yeah.
Oh, they have filet mignon.
A fillet mignon. How much?
I'll let you. Okay, here's. I'll give you the information, and you can guess how much they cost. 10 premium filet mignons, 6 ounce each.
Yep. Okay. So those should be somewhere around $26, $27 a pound. So $270.
$153.60.
Oh wait, I counted those as pounds, so it's much less. So it was 10 times 6, so it's not
60,
10 pounds at all.
It's 60 ounces.
60 ounces.
At Chinese food.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it before, but I wanted to leave you with something that my dad left me with before he left town. He started talking to me about, how he wants, end of life arrangements made.
Okay.
And is, it's my first time going through that with a parent, but, telling me what he wants, no service, no blah, 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 blah. But he says, I want my remains to go to the beach and to College of William and Mary and also scatter some, around the church. I said, okay, Dad, well, whatever you want. He said, that's fine, just as long as I'm not cremated. There you go. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That I like. That is good. Chris does have some good little zingy jokes.
He sure does.
They amuse the shit out of me. I like them. I am so excited that you've told me about this Temu food. I cannot wait to look.
I thought surely it had to be fake, but it's there. It's on there. Now, I don't know if it's pictures of food or if it's real food.
Yeah, see, that's
for those prices, it better fucking be real food. But also, who is buying it?
Yeah, not at those prices. But the weird thing also about Temu, if you're on, every time you click on something in Temu, it opens a new window.
Mm-hmm.
And if you click on that window, it opens another new window and another. So you have to keep closing windows. But it seems like each time you go back to something from the original window, the price goes up.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I never close the original window. I leave that one open. I open a new window. If it's not what I want, I close that and go back to the original window because then the price doesn't change.
That's what you have to do.
But there's also, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's also like the exact same thing being sold by different people. So it's different prices.
And 4 different prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just bought some egg cartons, some six half dozen egg cartons because we do eggs at work, but we get them we get dozen containers and we put those into half to 6 packs, and then we take the dozen containers they give us and we cut those in half so we don't need to buy any new ones. But they go as much as, I saw a 10 pack was $16 for 10 fucking. I ended up buying a pack of 100 for $23. I could have bought the 10 pack for $16.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's no, you can't figure out what it is. It's like,
no, you got to know what things cost.
Yeah, but also it's their algorithm must say the more you're interested in it, they think the more times you click on something, so that you must be interested in more. So they're going to charge you more because you definitely want to buy it.
I can almost guarantee they are using dynamic pricing. And there's been a whole uproar about this. We talked about it before because I think Michael's was doing it, where they have the digital price tags and then they can change it while you're in the store.
Yeah.
And something that has been sort of making the rounds through like the news videos and articles and things is that some stores are they're connecting to your phone when you walk in, like Walmart is doing this.
Yeah.
They connect to your phone when you walk in, and they are determining the price based on what they think you personally would be willing to pay. So they figure out using an algorithm of all of the things that they can track that you've bought or looked at or considered or talked about, and come up with a price that they think is the maximum pain point for you, which could be different than the maximum pain point for me. The point where you would still buy it and they can charge you the most. And I saw this whole drama, and I take things like this with a grain of salt. But there was this whole drama on TikTok where a woman said this was a thing she was worried about. And she showed screenshots and pictures from this visit to Walmart where, she's got, 5 or 6 kids. So things are super expensive. And one of her kids needed shoes. And so she'd seen a little tag that said there was a pair of girls' shoes for $5. And they looked cute. They were the kind that her daughter would want. And so she got them, and when she got up to the front of the store, as she's ringing things up in the self-checkout, her son is with her, and he's going, "Oh, I thought that was this price. Oh, sorry, Mom, I thought that was this price." Everything was ringing up a little bit higher. And they get to the shoes, and the shoes ring up as $18. And she had double-checked when she was back at the aisle. She had pulled it up on the app and saw that they were $5 and whatever. So she called somebody over, and the woman gives her attitude and is like, "No, they're $18. That's what it rang up at. That's what it is." And she's like, "Can I have a manager? Because I know that's not true." And the manager comes over and she's like, "No, it's $18. And she pulls it up on the app, and the app is showing $18, and it's ringing up as $18. And she scans it with the thing, and it scans as $18. And she walks back to the back of the store, and it's $5. And then she walks back to the front of the store, and she pulls it up on the app in the back of the store where the shoes are, and it's $5. And then she walks back to the front of the store, and on the app, it's $18.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That happened. So kind of sort of happened to me in Shaw's yesterday, that they had, I bought cream cheese, and it was $2.99. And I get up to the register, and I bought 2 of them, and it's $6.99.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, whoa. And I talked with the guy, and then I also bought some frozen veg, and it was the same thing. It rang up as $1.99, and in the back on the signage it was 99. But when I got up front, and it's $1.99. And so they fixed it for me, but they fixed it without any trouble, which tells me they knew.
Yeah. Was it digital price tags?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they knew that there was, some shit happening.
They are doing some shady shit and connecting to our phones without permission.
Yeah. So now I'm going to have to shop without my phone.
Yeah. There's some shady ass shit.
I'm going to turn off my phone and just go in.
Which is a hassle, because when I go into the grocery store, I use the app on my phone.
Me too.
The coupons, but I also use the app for my grocery list, because it puts it in order of the store, and and then you get through and you can see the coupons. Yeah. That's how they get you. I
do the same thing. I use it because when I go in the store, sometimes there's suddenly, here's a new digital coupon that's not on the app.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're like, fuck yeah, I want the digital coupon, baby. Mm-hmm. I want to save $3. And then
thankfully for me, I buy a lot of the same stuff every week. There's some different, I'll buy something different, like if something's on sale, but most of the things I buy the same every week. And so I know what they cost.
Yeah.
And so I pay attention. Even if I'm doing delivery, I check the receipt against what I was charged. And I keep open the window that I ordered in. That stays open until my stuff is put away and I have checked all the prices. Because that way, if the receipt says I paid $7 for something that I thought was going to be $3, I can go back to Kroger and be like, nope, you overcharged me.
I bought some dog food at BJ's. And I have every week for the last 3 weeks, I've gotten 2 emails from them about the price of that dog food. And one time it's been higher, and the other 3 times it's been lower.
Mm.
Like, oh, you forgot your dog food. Like they track, they do. I don't expect not to be tracked a little bit. And what I expect them to show me is, hey, here's something you usually buy, and it's on sale for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. It's just
here's something you stood next to one time in our store.
Yeah, it's constantly that. It's you have purchased this, or you sniffed it one time, or whatever.
One time you had a thought about it years ago.
Yeah. It's disarming. It really is. It's creepier than the guy who like follows you around in the grocery store,
mm-hmm.
because it is a guy following you around in the grocery store.
Right, except that he's doing it secretly and you don't know he's there.
He's doing it secretly, and he does it from the parking lot through the entire store and then out to the parking lot again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, this is fucking... And so even when you get near the store, like I do get pop-ups now when you get near a store.
Oh, yeah.
It pops up. Like, fuck.
I mean, I've turned my location off on my phone for most things because I don't want businesses tracking me. I don't want to drive past Walmart and have Walmart being like, hey, we got a sale going on. I don't...
Like it's your friend going, hey, don't forget me. Here I am.
Yeah.
Come on in and see me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some new plastic shoes. Come on in. All right. I'm going to go look at Temu.
Yeah, go order you some Temu steak and lobster.
I'm going to get me some, girl. I'm going to have me some Temu food.
Some TeMeat.
TeMeat. Goodbye.
Bye.